Hi, this is Justin Aquino, Gaming the Brain, and we are going to look at the latest changes of Meme World Generator. It's World Generator, but it's actually Star Generator. But you're not generating a star, you're generating a star so that you can get at the details, which is the world. So, for clarification. So, okay, what you call this? Let's get to building one. So, first is you need to be able to access the GitHub or the link. I'll be posting the link in the description. And call this, if you have no world particularly in mind, you can go with random, or if you do have in mind, you want it like our sun, you could do that, and just create generate system. So this will run on your phone, on your it'll run locally. You only need the internet if you want the latest version, which allows me to like tweak it continuously. And here you have a world. Okay, it'll run on your phone, it'll run on your tablet, it will run offline. You can save this on your browser as this is what they call a progressive web app. So it will run on Android, anything that can run a browser, it can run, and it will run offline. Okay, so what you call this? You can see here it generates the world. These are key details: the star, the main world, the inhabitants. So it's currently using Cepheus engine as the default, Cepheus Traveler, it uses a default, and call this, you have your port mechanics, and then you have your star. If you have companion stars, it'll also generate those, and what you call this, the world. So the worlds are very detailed. And then, of course, the habitability. That determines how much of a population it can hold. So you could see, notice the total is +3. And the way this mechanic works out is it generates all the planets, and then the highest habitability world will be selected. So you can have a wealthy world, but you can have a very underdeveloped population. This means that high inequality, a lot of poor people, and if a very common example is countries suffering Dutch disease, where the wealth from oil that's been nationalized basically kills the development of the country. Okay, so as you can see, this is pre-stellar. So it's not there's not enough of a population to maintain it at the TL level 9. Because of that, it doesn't have much of a population. And as you can see, you can have up to 26 planetary bodies and moons. So it includes rings and disks. So you could see here, the main world is the world with the highest habitability, and that can be such a world. So it allows for worlds that have tidal heating, when gravity is stretching and stretching and moving matter around that is generating heat. So yeah, as well as you can see all the habitability elements of all the other worlds. So you get all these details, and you can export them as a docx. Okay, I clicked it. I'll click it again. Oh yeah, if I use this, it automatically saves it. So I have to it's already saved. So yeah, you can see here the details, all the details you need for the world. As you can see, the blanks, you can rename them, you can name it, you can change the name. You can name each world if you want. If you want the AI to do it, you can upload the JSON to the AI or the docx to the AI. And then, of course, you can export it, and then we'll open another project that we made. So here, the JSON files can be saved loaded into the system. And then you have a visualization of the system, animated visual, so you can actually pause, so the worlds are not moving. It's currently moving at 1 day per second, so you can slow it down or pause it, but it's prettier to look at it that way. And then you can hide it. So because this will work on your phone, we've made it that we've made it, me, Kimhee, and Claude have made it so that you can use this, and of course you can save this. You can save this world. You can you can save this JSON, export it to your players, and export it to the players, and then the players can view it. And then of course, how to fix this? Okay, this is the problem I'm gonna have to fix. We are at version 138. So yeah, worlds have sphere of influence, or the Hill radius sphere. Hill's sphere radius. I forgot the order of that word, but yeah, we'll fix that. It's not orbiting. Fix that too. Okay. Yeah, so you can have all these worlds there, and you have all these worlds, and you can basically tell your players. You can detail it. You can write your names and onto it, and then you can tell you can use this for your game. Later on, we'll see if I can later on make these selectable, and that you can do the distances, so that you can plan your trips. So yeah, almost done. I forgot to fix one more thing. I already changed it. I just have to make sure it's pushed properly. And then the animations. So the speed of orbit is really dependent on the star itself and the distance from the star. It's the mass of the star, the mass gravity of the star, and then it's the distance that determines like how fast things are moving. So yeah, call this, and of course, a lot of things can be interesting in these different places in the world in this setting. So you can build a lot of worlds. You can export them all and delete them. You can export them all and import them all. So your players, and you can tweak it. So right now we're using the Traveler preset, where incomes are stagnant. Your TL10, TL9, pilot has the same. Sorry, not pilot. Steward has the same, or soldier has the same income as a TL10, 15, 16. There's no productivity increase. So because of that, there are very interesting. There are interesting changes. Changes in the world building if you do that. And then there's options for extraterrestrial life. So right now we're using the Mneme default. There's a rare Earth default, and then there is the panspermia default. This determines how common life is. So you can have like life in Jupiter, in gas giants like those Leviathans and the like, or like in Project Hail Mary, where you have cyanobacteria living on gas giants and the like. And of course, if you have a difference in opinion on society, you can. So right now it's set to this is set to Traveler, and then if you can create your own setting, you can create your own setting, save your own setting. So we can go Mneme, and Mneme is from a developing world person, and developing world person. When you look at the rest of the world, everything's underdeveloped. Africa, South America, and of course the high Gini in places like India and China. So it does not. It is not. What you call this? It is not. It's very different from the premises of call this CE. So if an Indian, if a Malaysian, or call this an Indonesian geek version of me that's into economics and stuff would make such a game, the point of view is going to be very different. So you can have a European, a Japanese person have a very different take on this. So you can change the setting. And if you have really different views, this is a GitHub that's open source. You can easily fork and make your own. So if you have a very different view, fine. I mean, like, feel free to call this model it and simulate it here. So yeah, you can see the income is not moving. Only stock in per time TL. So yeah, so this is a way for you to customize your world. It also determines your economics. It determines how much traffic your ships have in the session. So you can generate another one. So we're generating these kinds of stars, but if you don't like to generate it, you want to base it off the statistics in the world, in the real world, you can do this. And but most of the planets will mostly be M because they're the most common. And yeah, so you'll have all of this generated. And of course, if you don't want and you have a particular world in mind, you can set this out. It will generate as many worlds until it reaches these requirements. So because there's an order of operations where something causes something, affects something. So like all we want to do is just select one of a particular population generated. And of course, so right now the dev is the batch statistical creation is default. You can turn it off here in the settings, but the reason why is because I use this for analysis. So it's like, is the distribution of population, does it make sense, and what are the causes? Yeah. So, and of course, like, if you were to modify it, you'd want to be able to do the same too. Okay. So hope you can enjoy this. And we have one more project, which is the 3D model, the 3D star system, and that will allow you to create. It will have a copy of the real world star system as a default save, but will also have the ability to randomly generate a sector. So in Cepheus Engine and Traveler, you have a hex grid sector that you will use to generate a sector map. And here it's not going to be like that. It's going to be 3D. So a 3D hex sphere. So we're going to and of course it's going to be designed in a way that your phone can run it and won't break. So it has some serious limitations, but the goal is that you can share your files to your players can work with you, detailing worlds and share it with you, and you can they can share it with you, and you can build all these detailed rich worlds. You can build all the stories of all these places if you want, up to you. Yeah, so you'll notice like this is the infernal hot, conservative, habitable, because there's two kinds of habitable. There's the cold habitable and there's the conservative habitable, depending on the star. The star's brightness. So yeah, call this. Hope this is useful. It's all there. If you want it, you don't want it, it's there. So yeah, hope this shows you how to use it and it's not so confusing.